everyone. For our assembly to link with our learning in English, we're going to be taking you back almost 1,500 years ago. We're going to be telling you about the life story of a very important person. His name was, well, let's see if you can work that one out for yourself.
There once was a young Roman boy. He lived in a lovely villa, and because his father was a very rich landowner, he could have anything he desired.
Money, 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 I'm so rich, ha ha ha.
One day, when this young Roman boy was 16 years old, vicious pirates from across the sea attacked his village. They stole everything they could carry and took this poor boy away from his family and made him their slave.
But this luxurious lifestyle could not last forever.
Pirates sailed across the sea back to their homeland.
As soon as they arrived, the boy was immediately put to work.
He was forced to be a shepherd high up on a cold and damp mountain. He was all alone and afraid, longing for his family back home.
This was to be his fate for the next 6 long years, until one day he had a special dream. He was told to leave the mountain at once and head to the coast. He was told that when he got there, he would find a boat that would take him home to his country.
But I'm scared. I'm worried my captors will catch me and make my life even more miserable than it already is.
Well, after that ordeal, you think we hear the story, just put up his feet and enjoy some long overdue family time, right?
Wrong. Before that, he was sailing all the way to France.
He had decided he wanted to serve God. He went to university and studied very hard.
Eventually, after years of hard work and dedication, he became a bishop.
And before long, he had another vision.
Dear Bishop, please help us. I am listening.
It is we, the ones from the land where you were a shepherd.
The ones that stole me from my home and made me their slave?
Yes, that's right. God wants you to teach us about it. He wants you to help us mend our wicked ways so that we can become good people.
Do you think you want to help these people? What would you do?
I will do as you say. I will go immediately and help you. I'll teach you about God and how to live good and noble lives.
When he got there, he worked hard to win the trust of the tribal chief. His hard work paid off. He eventually persuaded the people to follow God and live good lives.
And that's not all. He established churches, monasteries and schools.
He cleverly used a local plant to help teach the native people about how there were 3 gods in one.
It is even said that he kicked all the snakes out of that land.
He died peacefully in his new adopted home on 17th March 461.
Can you guess who that special man was?
You're right. It was...
We created shamrock using mandala patterns and researched out what they symbolize.
At DCIS, we are lucky enough to have teachers and students from all around the world. We even have some teachers and students from Ireland. Let's see what they have to think about St. Patrick's Day. Hi, Mrs. Lippers. Where in Ireland do you come from?
So I come from Northern Ireland, and the part of Northern Ireland is called Belfast.
Oh, wow. And what do you like doing on St. Patrick's Day?
So on St. Patrick's Day, I like getting together with all my friends and family, and we make something called potato bread, which is really delicious, and you put lots and lots of butter on it, and it's really yummy.
Oh, that sounds very fun.
Thank you.
Hello, Miss O'Callaghan. What do you like doing on St. Patrick's Day?
Well, normally I would go into the city centre of Dublin and I would go and see the St. Patrick's Day parade. It's got beautiful floats, marching bands from all over the world, acrobats, dancers. It's amazing, lovely party atmosphere. But obviously this year is a little bit different, so this year I'm going to be doing a Zoom call. My friend is hosting a Kaylee dance party, which means Céilís are an Irish traditional dance. So we're going to be learning a traditional Irish dance, and we're going to be performing it on Zoom.
Oh, I'd love to have a go at that. Hello, Miss Sharkey. Whereabouts in Ireland do you come from?
I come from County Tyrone.
Isn't that where the awesome Mr. Cairns comes from?
It is, we come from the same town.
And what do you like to do on St. Patrick's Day?
On St. Patrick's Day, I love to go out celebrating with my friends and family, go to the parade, watch some Irish dancing and listen to some traditional Irish music.
Wow, that sounds really fun. Hello, Miss Dan. Whereabouts in Ireland do you come from?
I'm from County Laois in Ireland.
Oh, wow. And what do you like doing on St. Patrick's Day?
Well, St. Patrick's Day is actually my favourite day of the year in Ireland. And what I like about it most is that my whole family comes together. On the morning of St. Patrick's Day, my mum makes us all go to Mass first, because no celebrations until we've been to church. After Mass, we all get together, have a big dinner, and we go to the parade in our town.
That's amazing!
Hello everyone and welcome to our St. Patrick Assembly. Teachers, please pause after every question. Thank you. Hope you enjoy.
First question. Was St. Patrick Irish? No, but he was brought to Ireland.
Was St. Patrick Roman? Yes, he was a Roman Briton.
Was St. Patrick voting? Yes, his father was a landowner. When St. Patrick was kidnapped by the Irish raiders, how old was he? A, 6, B, 10, or C, 16? Yes, he was 16 years old when he was kidnapped.
As a slave, what did St. Patrick look after? A. Sheep. B. Pig. C. Cow. The answer was sheep.
How long was St. Patrick a slave? A. 6 years. B. 10 years. Or C. 16 years. The answer was A. 6 years.
When did St. Patrick die? 17th March 461 CE was the day he died.
Thank you for watching.
To conclude our assembly, we would like to present you with a traditional Irish blessing.
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at